Monday Night Football. Chargers home, 4.5-point favorites over on the FanDuel Sportsbook. Totals at 45.5. We get the Broncos again on Monday night. Don't turn this off. Please give us a chance. Brandon, what is the one or two, maybe a handful of betting angles you have on this game?
I hate to do it, but I'm leaning Broncos here. And part of the reason is precisely because I hate to do it. You don't want to bet on the Broncos. I don't want to watch the Broncos. I don't want my money on the Broncos. And I think that that's part of the reason you need to do it, because Denver is actually weirdly a little underrated right now. Maybe the defense has been really good. They have a top 5 DVOA defense. That is the best unit on this field, not the Chargers offense, certainly not the Broncos offense. So I like Denver's pass defense to limit things. I'm kind of betting on Joe Lombardi here. That's the Chargers offensive coordinator. And the man loves to just put his Chargers in a hole on early downs over and over and over again and force Herbert to just pull a rabbit out of the hat on third down. And against a good defense like Denver, that's just not going to be a good plan here. So I think it's a pretty even match, to be honest. So I like getting the points here. 8 of the last 12 games in this rivalry have come down to a 1-score game. So we're probably going to get I wouldn't say a good game, maybe not a good game, but a close game. Not all good games, or not all close games are good. I mentioned the luck ratings earlier. This is one where it stands out that Denver is the 3rd unluckiest team in our luck rankings metric versus the 12th luckiest for the Chargers. That's the biggest differential this week. That means take the unlucky team here. And I think part of it too is Denver's in a desperation spot. There's a lot of trends here that like Denver. Russell Wilson, 60% ATS after a loss, 65% home prime time, 67% as a division underdog. Chargers are 4-1 ATS. Usually that is a good thing to fade as well around this time of the year. And then just the Chargers injury list: Joey Bosa, JC Jackson, Rashawn Slater, maybe Keenan Allen. Herbert is still hurt. This just feels a little bit like a rebalancing act a bit here. I think Denver hangs around. I think they have a shot here. I hate to go against Dane's pick, but I got to like Denver's spot here.
Lindsley, the center, downgraded to questionable this week. Keenan Allen is doubtful for this game. So, Jill, I bring those up because some anytime touchdown possibilities. Do you look what side? I mean, the Eckler is a heavy favorite to score, minus 140. But anything else? I mean, I know you like to take some long shots too, as part of your research and as part of your data compiling. What jumps out to you in that category?
I think really the only one that would stand out from a Chargers standpoint, if you were going to play it, is probably Justin Herbert around plus 440 at FanDuel. He did score against them last year. The Lindsley part does worry me a little bit, just not having that center and that connection. So again, a lot of these, the thing is, we just talked about having money on the Broncos. So do you want to have money on Broncos offensive players? Then probably you're looking at Jerry Jeudy at plus 230, because it's pretty much splitting hairs between him and Cortland Sutton when it comes to who's going to get the targets this week. And Cortland Sutton's around like plus 170, whereas Judy's around plus 230. From a tight end standpoint, it's all over the place. Eric Saubert's like plus 500. Big Al is 14-1, which is a crazy odd swing compared to where he was at the start of the season. So I think with this game, honestly, I think you're probably just going to want to look at Herbert, probably at plus 440, Jeudy at plus 230. And then, of course, you could look at the road interception trend again. But I think people have already caught on to that, because Russell Wilson is now the highest odds I've ever seen him to throw an interception at minus 150 right now at FanDuel to throw an interception. But it has hit now in 13 of 18 primetime games where the road quarterback has thrown an interception.